My name is Daisy Gibson and I'm an engineer currently working on site at Sir Robert McAlpine's Battersea Phase 3A project. So unlike a lot of people in the industry, I didn't know that I wanted to be an engineer. I didn't know any engineers. I didn't know anyone in construction. So when I was at school, I was very orientated just towards what I enjoyed, which was generally the maths and physics side of things, but I didn't know what I could do with that. And I did a lot of taster sessions, spoke to a lot of people, and quickly realised that it was engineering that I wanted to do. So I then went and studied civil engineering at Bristol University, and during that time I was sponsored by Sir Robert McAlpine, which meant that I got to work on different projects over the summers and got a good range of experience that really helped with my degree and my studies as well. When I finished my Masters in Civil Engineering, I then decided to join the Sir Robert McAlpine Graduate Scheme, and I've been working on Battersea Phase 3A since then, so just over 4 years now. I've been very lucky that due to the size of the project, I've been able to rotate within the team, and I've got a vast array of experience just on one project. This has included doing design management, procurement. I'm now package engineering and seeing out sectional completion. My goals for the future are, in the shorter term now, I'm looking to sit my civil engineering chartership in the next 6 months or so. Once I've completed that, I am hoping to get more involved with some of my other sort of passions within the industry beyond the project, particularly outreach and promoting diversity. Sort of more personally, I love to travel, and with the restrictions after the last few years, I'd love to be able to do more of that and potentially look at moving abroad depending on what's going on in the world. So to me, International Women's Day has only really become a big thing in my life over the last couple of years. I think it reflects the way that the world's moved and the progression that we as a country, as a society, across the world have improved in equality in general. To me, it's not a day for women by women. It's about celebrating how far we've come and celebrating the achievements of women, sort of past and present, that maybe haven't been celebrated when in the past due to the culture that was surrounding women at the time. Each year, International Women's Day has a theme, and this year of Break the Bias sort of addresses the fact that although we live in a society, certainly in this country, where generally legally we live in an equal world, and yet we still have issues with gender equality, and a lot of this comes down to biases, whether it be conscious or unconscious. So Break the Bias is sort of raising the awareness of this and trying to see what we can do to tackle what is still a prominent issue. So to create a more inclusive workplace, I think this really joins back to the previous question, and for me, unconscious bias is a huge part of that, and educating people on what unconscious bias is. Generally, having a more diverse hiring board is likely to have a more diverse team, and having a diverse team doesn't necessarily make an inclusive workplace, but it does contribute to that. I also think that the culture of the workplace you're in has a massive impact on inclusivity, and particularly during the pandemic, I've seen some really good examples on our project of what the team have done in a societal problem where we haven't been able to see a lot of people in person for a long time. We've had new people join the team, and in order to make the team inclusive, they've set up quizzes. We've had sort of individual teams put together where you have sessions to bond with each other and just have a chat, and there's been a lot of really innovative ways to sort of build inclusivity in a really challenging time that are now being carried onto the projects in person as well, and just generally make the place a really comfortable place to be yourself, which is the most important thing to make somewhere inclusive.